I don't want you ripped off by these scumbags and these rip-off sites. That's what we're going to talk a little bit about on Coffee with Alan. Thank you for joining. Appreciate everybody that joins, comments, shares, listens to the replays, listens to the podcast. All of you are greatly appreciated. And I'm going to be showing some screenshots today, but I'll be talking about it. So, if you're listening, you're going to get some value out of this. Holidays are coming up. Lots of people shopping for gifts. Money's a little bit tight, so you want to get something good for your dollar. I get it. And I don't want you ripped off by some of these scumbag rip-off sites that are out there and all sorts of things. I'm wearing a Penn Mickey hoodie because we're going to be talking about hoodies and a little bit about Mickey. Got a Mickey cup as well that I'm drinking out of this morning. Right after I was talking about things aren't as they seem yesterday, I was scrolling through Facebook and sharing the video around a little bit. And I saw this ad. Let's see if I can pull it up here. I'm going to share my screen and see what I can do to share some of this. All right, so we're looking at this, and we'll see if I can find it. I had it here a minute ago, but then when I refreshed, it disappeared. We'll see if it shows back up really quick here. It should, because it's been popping up left and right ever since I clicked on it, both here and Instagram. And of course, when I want it to pop up, it's not. But we'll see here if it does here in a second, just scrolling. Because again, it's been popping up all over the place ever since I clicked on it. You're probably familiar with that as well. And naturally, it's not going to show up when I want it to. But it was an ad for hoodies. And they were some really cool hoodies. So the ad's not popping up. But what the ad was, it was 3D hoodies. So we'll switch over here, and I'm going to switch the screen, and we'll go to the actual site that it switched to. So let me go here now to share this screen, and this is the website that we want to do. We're going to go to this one right here. So this was the ads I was seeing on Facebook. And then I actually saw them later on Instagram. It was for my 3D hoodie. Now they got some cool designs. I mean, you're looking here at the website, they have some really cool stuff. They had a cool Mickey one. That's what, attracted me. I click on Disney things. I like certain Disney stuff. So the ad showed the Disney hoodies to me. If you like something else, they're going to show that to you. Here's a really cool Punisher one. I've always liked the Punisher. That's a pretty cool hoodie. And all of them, $39.99, half price. Not a bad price for a hoodie. And look here, address is here in California, down here on the bottom right. They got an email and they got an address. So everything about this looks like a great deal. Order your hoodie. $40 isn't bad. Get it from California. You can get it before Christmas, right? Sounds everything good. But this is what I want you to do. Before you start spending money on something like this, and I'm going to get rid of this site now. Before you spend money, you see this cool ad on Facebook, you click it, everything looks legit, going to come from California. Order yourself a hoodie. Before you spend that money, do a little extra research. Before I do the research, I want to say hi to Dixon. Dixon says, I'm actually wearing a Punisher t-shirt today. Nice, Dixon. Maybe you need that hoodie, but don't buy it from that site. And here's the reason why. I went and I Googled that 3D hoodie. And this is a site that I found. My 3D hoodie, I'm going to have to pull it up here so you can see. Let's see, where can I get it? I'm having trouble now. Oh, I got to get, I'll get rid of that one so I can get this one up. I'm sorry, technical difficulties when I'm doing all this, but I'm going to go to get this one here. So this is my 3D hoodie reviews from a site called Trustpilot. Again, we can't trust everything we find on the internet, but we're going to look at these reviews and see what we find. We see 3% 5-star, 1% 4-star, 4% 3-star, 4% 2-star, 88% 1-star. There's a big red flag. We go down and we read some of these. The California address is a lie. They ship from China. That was posted November 12th, 2024. Go down here. I finally received my order. It's terrible quality. I should have read reviews prior. I learned my lesson. I will never again order from this company. I spent over $60 and it's garbage quality. This company is not what you see online. I'm donating my outfit. It's that bad. That was October 1, 2024. We go down here. Help. Want to work with this company about what I order and want to exchange, but they will not get back with me and I don't know what to do. I would love to buy more from this company for Christmas, but there's no way I can at this point. Help me. That was September 2024. Here's another September 24. Beware of foreign transaction fee on credit card. The company advertised a hoodie. It actually shipped one to me reasonably on time, but I was hit by a foreign transaction fee on my credit card statement, even though the company gave a California address. From a canned response by their customer service, they have no intention of refunding this fee. Here's another one. 0 stars if it would let me. Or negative stars. Horrible company. No customer service whatsoever. Phone goes straight to voicemail. Emails go unanswered, even though they say response within 2 business days. Ordered product early December. Still nothing at all. Have started a dispute for the charge with my credit card company. And this was posted January of 23, so it's an older one. If you want a nice, quick, easy purchase experience, steer clear of these shysters. They are crooks. And we got another one. This was in 2024. Poor quality. I actually left a great review when I first received my wife's hoodie for Christmas, but it has been about 75 days since she received it, and with our cold weather in January and February, she has been wearing a heavier coat. But she has wore the jacket maybe 5 times, and I'm very disappointed in its condition. It is so peely all over it. I couldn't believe all the little fuzz balls all over the jacket. Definitely not the quality I expected for the price I paid. Will not buy any more. Okay, and it just goes on and on with all of these reviews. Very expensive, bad quality. Absolutely no customer service. Ordered and didn't get it. No response. Disputing the order. Never received my hoodie. No one responded. Negative star review would be more accurate, but I can't do that. So over and over and over, terrible things going on there. So before you order something from any kind of website, do a little due diligence and do some extra searching and looking. You find something like that site with all of those terrible reviews, poor quality, poor response, all that. Don't spend your money. Go to somewhere reputable where you're going to get something decent. Yeah, this hoodie here, it cost over, $40, but it's licensed by Disney. It's licensed by the University of Pennsylvania, and it was bought from the University of Pennsylvania's bookstore. So you had someone there that, you have real person, real Americans that are going to deal with you, not ignore you from a foreign country. And so I want you to find good deals, but I want you to be very careful. One thing nice is when you're using a credit card, you do have that power to dispute charges with your credit card company, and that gives you a little bit of protection than if you use a debit card or an automatic transfer, and then the money's gone and you're stuck and you probably never get it back. But just be careful of where you're purchasing things when you see stuff online. Remember, Facebook, Instagram, that doesn't automatically give somebody credibility when you see those sponsored advertisements. They are paying Facebook and Instagram and other social media to run those ads. Facebook doesn't vet all of those. They just take the money and run the ad. The ads are then targeted. I got Mickey Mouse and Disney stuff because I've looked at other Disney stuff. You will get things that relate to things that you have looked at online. They target it to you specifically so you see it and say, oh, cool, I like that. What a great deal. And it can be a terrible deal. You can lose money, get nothing, or get cheap products. So just be careful. There luckily are sites out there and places that people will leave reviews to help you make good choices of where you spend your money. I want to say good morning to Richard. Richard's here. Richard said, great message, which I will indeed share. These sorts of companies often prey on older folks looking to shop online. They do. They prey on older people, people that are not as tech savvy. And you think, oh, I saw it on Facebook. It must be good. And they'll use other companies' logos and things illegally, but it's hard for some of these big companies to shut them down. My wife got fooled by a company years ago. She thought it was Macy's. They used a Macy's logo and so forth. It was not actually Macy's. It was this BS, selling kind of stuff. And then they wanted you to subscribe. When you clicked on and got the little sample thing that they sent you really cheap, you were subscribing for the real expensive stuff every month. Fortunately, we caught it, got it stopped, didn't cost us anything. Credit card company worked with us. But yeah, they do that and they prey on you, and they will sign you up for subscriptions that will, if you don't catch, can then be charging you monthly fees and can get ridiculous. Want to say hello to Jody Lynn. Jody Lynn's here. Oops, I want to go back here. Got to turn off Richard and put up Jody Lynn. Jody Lynn said, I got scammed on Instagram. I never ordered from it now. Yes, because we got to remember, we think, oh, we're on social media, Instagram, Facebook. These are safe. They're not. Anybody can place an ad on these. All they got to do is pay Instagram, pay Facebook, and then they get these sponsored ads, and then they target people that like that kind of thing. So we got to be very careful and do some due diligence if it's not a reputable place that you're purchasing from, that it's the real Macy's, it's the real Tommy Bahama, place that I sometimes shop. Amazon can be safe, but got to remember who's selling on Amazon. Anybody can sell on Amazon too. So you got to be careful. Sometimes with Amazon, we'll have really cheap products and so forth. The good thing is Amazon purchases are usually easier to return, but there are some on Amazon that can be more difficult too. So you got to be careful there as well. But most stuff you're going to buy on Amazon, good return policy, and Amazon does a good job of weeding out if it's really bad. Richard said, yes, on the vetting. Not sure about Amazon, but the host independent sellers too. And again, Amazon is a mixed bag sometimes, but check those that you're not sure about, unless it's a major company that, like I said, my wife likes to order from Macy's. If you're on the real Macy's site, you're going to be okay. If I'm on the real Tommy Bahama site, because we don't have Macy's stores or Tommy Bahama stores in Missoula, I'm going to be okay. So if you're on the actual websites of the real place, but you just got to make sure, because some of these scumbag scammers out of the country will use logos from real stores. They're using them illegally, but it's hard to shut them down because they're overseas. And they'll rip people off too. Dixon said, ordered some cowboy boots from a warehouse closeout ad on Facebook 2 years ago, which turned out to be a scam. But luckily, I was able to get my $50 refunded by the credit card company. I'm glad you got your money back. And that is why it is good to use credit cards, not debit cards, when you're purchasing things. Debit card, the money is out of your bank account right away. Getting it back can be difficult. Credit cards, you can work with them. They'll work with you against these scammers. Credit your money back, and you can get your money back, just like I did. When my wife got subscribed to that thing, and all of a sudden we had a charge on the credit card. Like, what the heck is this? And we found out what it was. The company didn't want to refund our money, called the credit card company. They got it handled. And so that's the kind of thing you want to do, is make sure you use a credit card that you can work with. If you have credit cards and you're in good standing with them, they're going to work with you to stop those frauds, because they don't want them either. So that's just a little bit that I saw yesterday. I wanted to share on here. It is extremely timely because this is the season people are shopping. You can do a lot of shopping online, and it can be great. You can buy things that you can't get locally. It can be easier having them delivered to you or delivered to others. Just make sure you're careful of the locations online that you're shopping. If you're uncertain about it, do some research, do some Google searches. You can find things like, I found those reviews of this My 3D hoodie, and you can bet I'm not ordering a hoodie from them. Even though they had some cool looking designs online, anybody can post those cool looking designs. Doesn't mean that's what you're going to get in the mail, if you get anything at all. So be careful. Want you to stay safe and enjoy things. Want you to use that hard-earned money that you have for quality stuff, so you can bring joy to your friends and relatives giving this Christmas, not be scammed out of it. Sign up for the newsletter, enjoylifesafely.com if you haven't yet. Lots of tips on staying safe, enjoying life, and being exceptional in that newsletter. Goes out every weekend. I appreciate all of you. Go out, make it a fantastic Friday, and I'll see you tomorrow.